The NFL season has started.
Yes.
And the funniest few things have happened since we recorded. We did not record that long ago.
Yeah.
But there was like an avalanche of things that happened in the lead up to the season, which we have to discuss. So first and foremost, Micah Parsons left the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So all of those predictions that we were saying about Jerry and his nonsense and the Packers, I feel bad for you, dude. Now you got a problem 2 times a year.
Well, and that's the thing is I picked the Packers to not do well, but and you know a lot of people are saying well he's just one player. There's 2 things his addition does. Now, mind you, this all depends on how his back is.
Yes.
Because
his back is legitimately upset.
But now we know it's legitimately wrong.
He had to have a cortisone shot.
Yes, and he might not play.
Yeah.
Coming against, was it Detroit they're playing tomorrow? The Packers, the problem with their offense is their defense was okay, but their offense always had to like air it out to try to catch up.
Yeah.
And that caused a lot of turnovers. Well, now you have somebody on defense who can help the defense become a top 10 defense easily, and that will help the offense not having to air it all the time, and they can run the ball more. So this is going to make the team all around better, and that's going to make my life miserable.
Well, and like to people who say it's just one guy, here's the thing, is that one guy is like a fucking black hole.
Yes.
And he pulls attention to him.
Yes.
And so now you have guys like Rashawn Gary, who wasn't bad, but wasn't given a lot of opportunities to be great, who's now going to have more opportunities to jump in with both feet. And so Micah Parsons is going to pull attention.
Yes.
And if you don't, then you're going to have problems. So it's really a lose-lose on a lot of fronts. I get that whole idea of it's only one guy, it's a team sport. But, like, listen, when the one guy is like this...
You asked Tampa what happened when Brady went there. Yeah. It's just one guy.
Yeah, it's just one guy. Okay. It's just one guy. What's he going to do?
Just one guy.
Listen, if you've seen the Ravens defense from 2002, that was a team full of, it's just one guy. What's he going to do? It's just Ed Reed. What's he going to do? It's just Jonathan Ogden. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
I do laugh at everybody who's like, okay, Jordan Love is going to be the MVP this year.
No.
You're out of your fucking
head. That's not going to happen.
You need to calm down.
He's just not going to have 40 turnovers. That's the difference. I think that's going to take that pressure off.
Yeah, he's not going to have to play hero ball as much.
Exactly.
But, like, their new guy, Matthew Golden, is an unknown commodity, so he could be great.
Could be great.
He could be fucking, who's the guy? Jalen Reagor, taken before Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
you never know.
You never know with this kind of thing. It's important to look at how many receivers were taken before Justin Jefferson, and to remember that the Bills could have had Justin Jefferson, but we traded for Stephon Diggs instead.
Which at the time looked like it was a
good plan, but it has spoiled like milk.
Yes,
it's no good.
So I do need to bring up the first game of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let
me explain to you my fantasy football right now.
Okay.
Going into this week, I had Philadelphia's defense. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start their defense. They're at home playing against Dallas.
How'd that go for you?
Here's the thing. Not only did I have their defense, but I had, what's his name? Dallas's running back in one of my leagues.
Williams.
I had him starting in Phil's, and I'm like, Philly's defense is they're really good against, they're going to shut him down. So I benched him.
Oh, no.
Started Philly's defense.
Oh, no. You got it on both sides.
Their number one defender and run stopper spits on Dak Prescott before the first play, out of the game, and so Dallas' running back runs for 2 scores.
That was the wildest beginning to a season ever. So before the game even starts, you have the banner raising, and the Eagles aren't there. Because Nick Sirianni, being the quote-unquote genius that he is, also, real quick aside, I want to add to the list of offenses brought on by the Chiefs being given help that Nick Sirianni is now a Super Bowl winning coach.
Yeah.
That's on the list of things that have happened specifically because the Chiefs were put in a position that they never should have been in.
Yes.
Which we'll get to in a second.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that.
But so Nick Sirianni makes this whole to-do about, like, we're not going to attend. We're focused. We're moving on. Bask with your fucking fans, dude.
Exactly.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This
isn't about you.
You don't think that'll fire your fucking team up?
Yeah.
To see that banner up there?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
This isn't about you, the individual. This is about everybody in this goddamn city, and now you're taking something from them to prove a point? Yeah. I don't understand this. This fucking sucks. The idea that he presented it as, I didn't know that was going to happen. I don't know if that's fake or real.
Oh, there's no way. Everyone, that's all they were promoting for like weeks.
But he's a sociopath.
Oh, he's a fucking idiot.
He's insane. So anyway, Nick Sirianni, I don't like him. And now he has won a Super Bowl. Like, what's the other guy? Peterson. Same exact circumstances.
Doug Peterson.
Of just like, and now, and now this guy can go and get a bunch of money from the Jacksonville Jaguars because they're going to be like, he won the Super Bowl.
He won the Super Bowl.
Well, did he? I mean, he did, but like, I don't think it was him that won that Super Bowl.
His Super Bowl was the same as Gruden's in Tampa and why can't I think of his name? The guy that replaced Jimmy Johnson in Dallas.
Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer's. They took over the team.
Yeah.
That was a Super Bowl winning team, and then they just happened to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, did you hear that recently, with all the Cowboys stuff going on, that multiple members of the Cowboys, I believe it was Emmitt Smith and either Michael Irvin or Troy Aikman. We already knew Troy Aikman didn't like Barry Switzer, but pretty much the entire team who won that third Super Bowl did not attribute it to Barry Switzer.
Oh, no.
They all were like, this was Jimmy's win. Absolutely. He just wasn't here for it. Because Barry Switzer was an exceptionally hands-off coach.
Yeah.
He had more hands on the gun he brought to the airport than he did on that team.
Yep. I brought up Tampa because their defensive player said Dungy was the same way. And when Gruden came in, he goes, no, it was Dungy's Super Bowl.
Well, and Gruden also had the benefit of having fucking what's-his-nuts just absolutely decide, I'm not even going to change anything. I'm not going to change my snap count or anything from the offense that John Gruden designed.
Exactly.
Callahan. Bill Callahan, the head coach.
Yeah.
And then he changed his game plan from the run to the pass, which Gruden knew all the signals for.
Yeah.
The night before the Super Bowl.
It's fucking dumb.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
When Jerry Rice and Tim Brown are like, he blew it on purpose. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be with Gruden, and so the next best thing was to give Gruden a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And that's why it was such a fucking blowout, was because Bill Callahan, for whatever reason, fucking botched the entire thing.
That's fucking nuts.
Anyway, so the Eagles-Cowboy game was fucking crazy.
It was nuts. On top of lightning.
Well, like on top of, so you had the thing with the banner raising, the kickoff, guy busts his Achilles on the kickoff.
Yeah.
While they're carting him off, this other guy spits on Dak Prescott, and you're just like, everybody calm down.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, it's not just another guy, it's their number
Jalen
one
Carter.
He's the one that even Dak said, which we found out afterwards, that Dak had spit in his direction.
But not on him.
And then he's like, I didn't know how that he was going to react. He's their best player.
Yeah.
We put our whole game plan around him.
I was hoping
Are
to
you
draw,
out of your fucking mind?
I was hoping to draw 15 yards. I didn't think he was going to spit on me.
That was so bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
And they still lost the fucking game, which made it even better.
Well, they lost because CeeDee Lamb got a terrible case of the dropsies. The going back and forth on this between people is insane. This idea of like, oh, CD had a terrible night versus, oh, CD had a great night, but had a bad ending.
He had a great first half.
He did.
He had an awful second half.
Absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
That whatever happened with that lightning storm, it killed everything in that game.
Yep.
There were no strikes, but damn if that whole game wasn't killed by that storm.
Oh, absolutely.
But man, those 3 drops I watched it the next day.
They're terrible.
They're nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
He's never going to forget that. He's going to be 80 years old.
Will never win.
Yeah.
Like, this team is just jinxed.
Yeah.
And I even remember when they gave him the contract, I'm like, he's been a dropper.
Yeah. Don't. You can give him a good contract, but not this good.
No.
It's the same as Dak. This is the same as all the Cowboy stuff, is that they wait too long, and then they overprice their own stuff, and then they price themselves out of all these markets.
Yep.
And it's almost like Jerry Jones is almost 90 and terrible at what he does.
Yeah.
Crazy. I know.
I'm so happy they lost.
I feel bad for Cowboy fans, but I also know some Cowboy fans.
Honestly, I don't feel bad for Cowboy fans.
I know some Cowboy fans who are like, these are my papers. I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm done with this.
It's like somebody saying they feel bad for Bears fans.
Yeah.
I know what I'm getting into every season.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad for me. I have a mental condition that has me root for this team for 40 years and seen one Super Bowl and heartbreak.
Yeah.
So you can't feel bad for a Dallas fan. They know what they're getting into.
Well, that's the funny thing, is that Dallas fans, there's now 2.5 generations of people that may have been alive for a Cowboys Super Bowl, but the vast majority of Cowboy fans that are like young, that are 30 and under, they've never seen a Super Bowl.
I was in high school when they won their last Super Bowl. I turned 50 next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, fuck off.
And so there's a lot of people, they get dumped on every year, but there's a lot of people that are Cowboy fans. And, you see people around the NFL being like, these are resilient fans. Listen, they've been through it for a while now, and they get pummeled every year by the media because of the way Jerry runs the team. Yep. And they have just had to go through this crucible for 30 years. And as somebody who went through a crucible for 20 years, it's not fun.
No.
It fucking sucks. It's real bad.
Yeah.
The Eagles win. Good job, Eagles. Jalen Hurts is a beast. I think he's going to... Everybody this year has been talking about other quarterbacks. I think this is the year where Jalen Hurts is like, I am also MVP worthy, and you will know my name.
And it is impressive, the calm.
Yeah.
Like, he almost looks like he's asleep sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like he's just so calm.
Yeah, he's focused.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Then we get to Sao Paulo.
Oh, my God.
And the Chiefs-Chargers.
Dude.
The first thing I thought was, man, it sucks that this is a Chargers home game, except that I think that this is a better crowd than they would have gotten in LA anyway.
Well, and this shows you how much the NFL wants the Chargers to not win because they want the Chiefs to win. Mm-hmm. The Chargers had the longer of the flights.
Yep.
And from here, they have to fly to Vegas because they have to do a road game.
Yeah.
Where the Chiefs, they're playing the Eagles, but they get to go home.
They get to go home. And it's
a dick.
It's a 3-hour less. They don't have to fly over the mountains.
Yes.
The Chargers have to fly over the mountains to go home, so that then they can fly over the mountains again to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So no, I agree. It was a dick move on the NFL's part. But going back to this idea that the Chiefs get everything handed to them, I do feel like the NFL looked around and they were like, we're in like real trouble with this. Like, there's enough evidence that people are getting real sniffy about it, and this is a real problem. So Rashee Rice, 6-game suspension out of the box. You're not going to start the season.
Which we were saying that it would have been fucked up if he had.
If he had been able to start the season.
So they actually did something proper.
But that's the point, isn't it? Is that last year, I don't think that happens.
No, not at all.
I don't think that happens. And to that same end, there were all kinds of calls last night that would have been calls last year for the Chiefs that they didn't get.
Yes.
To the point where Patrick Mahomes is just taking shots because he seems to think that he's going to be given a flag if he takes this shot. No, dude, you're an open runner. And the entire NFL got all up in arms when you got flags last year for being an open runner and roughing the quarterback calls.
And that's the thing that pissed me off, though. In the game, he has that run out of bounds where he levels the
sound
Chargers
guy.
player.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you look at that, the Chargers player held up because he knew in his head if he hit Mahomes, he probably would have got a penalty.
Yeah.
So he was kind of off balance when Mahomes hit him.
Yeah.
And all were like, oh my God, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, if that guy wanted to blast him, he would have fucking blasted him.
Oh, yeah.
But he knew that he would have got the call against him.
And you can still see it on the sidelines.
Yes.
When Mahomes is running up the sidelines, and you can just see the Charger players being like, I'm not going to level him. I got to push him out of bounds, but if he goes out of bounds while I'm in the action or pushing him, then he's going to sell it and get 15. Yep. How do I do this? And so it's just watching these guys thread a needle at 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm glad that the NFL stopped calling some of this shit, because holy shit, you can see just how bad it is by how people are acting now.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really bad. I genuinely think the NFL sent out an email to the referees being like, you cannot give calls to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Everything has to be buttoned up completely. Yep. I want no unnecessary calls this entire game.
Yep.
That was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
The defense, I got to say, Chiefs defense looks like shit.
Yep.
Which I absolutely adored. And, Mahomes kind of looked like dog shit. He missed a lot of throws.
Yeah.
He had 2 picks that should have been picks.
Yeah.
That were not picks.
Yeah.
One was called back for a penalty, right?
Yeah.
And then one got dropped.
Yeah.
That were like, and then I think there was a third that was in a guy's hands, and then there was that fucking I'm so tired of this. Oh, it was a Mahomes play where he like flicked the ball.
Yeah.
It wasn't a throw.
No.
He was getting hit and his arm went, and it was lucky that thing wasn't picked off. He just gets away with that shit.
Well, and
I don't know what luck.
To that same end, Justin Herbert in the exact same game made the exact same play.
Yeah.
but his guy didn't catch the ball, and it was almost picked off, and everybody was like, oh, so risky, so risky.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, Mahomes did the exact same thing 2 quarters later, and everybody's like, that's just Mahomes being Mahomes.
And you think about it, the reason is, and they've shown this, they do practice those throws where no other team does. I guarantee you, Harbaugh's not like, hey, do a fucking shuffle pass practice.
Oh, my God.
No goddamn way.
We got to talk about Harbaugh. You want to talk about who almost blew that game? There were several moments where the Chargers were like, we're going to charge her. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You're going to blow this now? And they were like, we're going to charge her. It's going to be great. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
The delay of game where Jim just didn't call a timeout. Why? It's the 4th quarter, Jim. You got to call a timeout, Jim. You have a bunch of them. You can't take 10-yard loss right now, Jim.
It's that bullshit I hate with these coaches that think they're geniuses where it's like, we can't use a timeout. We got to have all 3 for the last minute. It's like, no, you fuck.
You won't get to the last minute.
Exactly. You're not. That's why Mahomes always wins those fucking games. It's because they do this stupid, they outthink themselves.
Yeah. Oh, it was at the end of the second quarter. That was what it was.
Yeah.
It was at the end of the second quarter, and the Chiefs got the ball back as a result, and were able to score 3 points.
They got that rush field goal.
And it was just like, you know...
Which, I do love that they had that rush run onto the field, 59-yard field goal, and then his next kick, he missed an extra point. That was the greatest thing ever. I love that so much.
Fuck Harrison Butker. He can get fucked.
Idiot.
It was a good game. I was just really glad that the Chargers played as well as they did.
Man, Herbert looked amazing.
I was listening to the commentary, and every time Eisen was like, Herbert throwing again. I was like, what the fuck do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's not going to throw?
All offseason, all they could talk about is, it's Jim Harbaugh, second year. They're just going to run the ball like crazy. Run. It's like, but then you all have Herbert as in the top 5 quarterbacks. So if he's going to fucking throw the ball.
And you just got Keenan Allen back.
Dude.
And you have some pretty good wide receivers on the edge. You got
made
McConkey.
Eberflus look even worse for the Bears last year because you saw Keenan Allen look like Keenan Allen 10 years ago.
Yeah. He had a touchdown and everything. He looked great.
Had some big catches.
And so just like as I'm listening to this commentary, I'm like, this sucks. But you know what sucks more is every time they cut away to a YouTuber who's never been on TV for real before. Mm-hmm. And my favorite was a YouTuber. I don't remember what his name was. But he was covering the sidelines. And he had supposedly played some football at some level as his claim to fame. His analysis was usually at home games, it's the home team who has more fans. But here, because we're international, there are fans from all kinds of fan bases. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. That was it.
And it was kind of weird turning on YouTube to watch a football game. I mean, I like it because if they show games, it's free. So it's not like something I have to get a subscription for or find. It's fucking weird, though.
It was weird. And it was weird because I have YouTube TV, and that's how I watch most football games. And they didn't have all the qualities of a YouTube TV stream, which I kind of thought like this would be a way to get people to buy YouTube TV. Like, hey, you like watching this? This is the experience that you would have if you watched it on YouTube TV. No, they didn't do that. And I found that kind of puzzling. I didn't get that. Also, deeply puzzling, we've been watching a lot of football. Yeah. When they added the line of scrimmage to the Chiron, what color is it typically?
Like red or
It's
something?
like blue.
Like blue or
red. Yeah, blue or red. Not on YouTube. They decided, of all colors, to choose white. So now...
It looks like a line.
It looks like one of the lines on the field. And you're just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
So that made no sense to me. But
no, it was ridiculous.
Overall, good game. I'm excited for football, and I'm worried about the Bills against the Ravens. We'll see how that goes.
I would be concerned.
I am concerned. I think we're going to lose this game, but win the season. That's how I'm looking at it right now.
I think that would be a good, because you gotta assume the Ravens are infamous for having some kind of injury concern. I mean, so are the Bills, but if Josh stays healthy, I think they have a solid chance of going the long haul. But yeah, I'd be a little concerned about this. Yeah. But luckily the Chiefs lost.
Yes.
So that's always a big
That's an enormous step up.
Huge.
God, if the Chiefs go 9-8 this year, it would make me so happy. It would make me so happy.
Philly looked, there's a good chance they're 0-2. Because Philly looked, and mind you, their defense wasn't spectacular in the first half.
Because they were missing
but they had
Jalen Carter.
Really solid second half adjustments.
Yeah.
So if they put Carter back in there, and the way there's no way the Chiefs are stopping their offense.
Yeah.
They're not stopping that Eagles offense. That Eagles offense looked fucking amazing.
And by comparison, the Chiefs defense was so out of sorts at the end of the Chargers game.
Yeah.
To the point where they were shouting at each other.
Yep.
And it's just like, okay, we'll see how this goes.
And everyone's like, well, it's a Chiefs home game. Chiefs do also have a very long flight back. And the Eagles were at home, and they're going to be able to rest a little bit and then get on a plane and go right to Kansas City.
And I think they both play on Sunday, so they both have a little bit of an extended week anyway. So
I'm excited.
Every day counts.
I'm excited.
I want to see the Chiefs lose, please and thank you.
Yes, that would be awesome.